In this section of the PPST, we will look at operation properties of whole numbers. The first thing that we will look at is what we call the order of operations. And it is very important because the order in which we do operations such as multiplication and division, addition and subtraction, parentheses and exponents matters in our evaluating expressions. You might be familiar with the acronym PEMDAS to help us remember the order of operations. In PEMDAS, we're going to do parentheses and exponents first, followed by multiplication and division, and that has the same rank, so we do multiplication and division at the same time going left to right. Then finally addition, subtraction going left to right. Therefore, if we want to evaluate the expression 2 minus 7 plus 6 divided by 3 times the quantity 5 minus 2 squared, we would look at parentheses first and evaluate 5 minus 2. Therefore, we have 2 minus 7 plus 6 divided by 3 times the quantity of 3 squared. Next, we'll look at our exponents, and we know that 3 squared is equal to 9. Therefore, we have 2 minus 7 plus 6 divided by 3 times 9. Finally, we must perform all multiplication and division going left to right. Therefore, anytime we see division or multiplication, we will do it. I have 2 minus 7 plus, 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then I would have 2 times 9. So now I have 2 minus 7 plus 2 times 9, and 2 times 9 would be performed next, which is 18. Finally, I'm going to go left to right doing all my subtraction and addition. So the first one I run into is 2 minus 7, which is a negative 5. And negative 5 plus 18 is a positive 13. There are 3 properties of whole number addition that we should know. They are the commutative, associative, and the additive identity. The commutative and associate properties say that the order in which I add two whole numbers does not matter. And remember, our set of whole numbers is that number 0 and our counting numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on. So the commutative property states that 5 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 5, both resulting in 8. Or the order in which I add two whole numbers, a plus b, does not matter. A plus b is the same as b plus a. The associative property extends that to 3 or more add-ins. For example, if I want to add 5, 3, and 7, I could add 5 and 3 first to get 8, and then add 7 to get 15. Or I could add 7 plus 3 first, get 10, and then add 5. Our additive identity is that whole number 0. It just states that when I add 0 to any whole number, I get that whole number back. Or a plus 0 is the same as 0 plus a, resulting in a. We might ask ourselves, does the whole number properties hold for subtraction? And the answer would be no. The commutative property does not hold for subtraction, since 5 minus 2 gives us 3, and 2 minus 5 gives us a negative 3. These are not equal. We will look at properties for multiplication next. There are 4 properties. The commutative property says the order in which I multiply does not matter. 5 times 3 is the same as 3 times 5. Likewise, the associative property says if I want to find the product of 3 or more whole numbers, the order in which I do that doesn't matter. Therefore, I could look at 5 times 3 first to get 15, then multiply that by 7. Or I could take 7 times 3 first to get 21, and multiply that by 5. Both cases give me 105. The multiplicative identity is that element 1, because when I take any whole number a and I multiply it by 1, I get that number back. Finally, the distributive property of multiplication over addition. One way I could do 5 times the quantity of 3 plus 7 is to take 5 times 3 and then add that to 5 times 7, or 15 plus 35, resulting in 50. Finally, we want to know, do these properties hold for division? And the answer again would be no. We know that 10 divided by 2 is 5, but 2 divided by 10 is 1/5. For the distributive property, if we looked at 10 divided by 2 plus 3, or 10 divided by 5, I should get 2. But instead, I get 10 divided by 2 if I did the distributive property, and 10 divided by 3, which is not